Hey, welcome back to the Path to Product YouTube channel. My name is John Fontenot. I'm your host and hopefully a helpful guide in your path to product. So, on many people's path to product, I get asked this question a lot, and I think a lot of people get asked this question. Do you need an MBA to get into product? And the short and simple answer is no. So, don't turn off the video just yet. I'll elaborate. So, an MBA in and of itself, if the sole purpose of getting it is to get your MBA or is to get into product management, that's probably not the best goal because there's not a one-to-one relationship where getting an MBA guarantees you a product management job. However, what you learn in the curriculum that most MBAs go through, you're going to learn a lot that is helpful once you are a product manager, right? So let's have the distinction clearly separated. Getting an MBA does not guarantee that you're going to get a product job, but what you learn in an MBA program will help you once you are a PM. Okay, so I want to make that clear. So with that said, the short and sweet answer is no, you don't need an MBA to get into product management. So that leaves a question. If an MBA is at all helpful, why would I get it? But before we talk about hacking the MBA, which is what we're talking about today, why would you get it? Well, there's two reasons. One, some people just like education, like myself. I'm a nerd. I'm probably going to get a PhD someday, partly because I want to teach in academia at the university level. But that's not the point. The point is I like educating myself and I wanted the credential, right? But I went through those same questions in my path to product of asking, do I need this? I see a lot of product managers that have an MBA. And frankly, there are some companies that do look for it or favor someone who has an MBA over someone who doesn't. I would say that those companies and those leaders miss a bigger point. But outside of years of experience, that could be one indicator that employers look for as a potential sign that somebody knows enough about finance or data or marketing or strategy to do okay in a product job, right? So all those things do matter. All those things do help. But there's not a one-to-one. Getting an MBA doesn't mean you're going to be good at being a product manager. Okay. So with that said, if you are interested in getting the information and you are curious about the information and think that the only way to get it is through an MBA, I'm here to demystify that false statement, right? Or that false thought, right? There's a lot of ways that you can get MBA level information and a full MBA's worth of information absolutely free. And I want to share that with you today. And then you'll be able to use that information to do well once you get into a product job. And then if you are interested in getting an MBA, if you feel like you have to go to Harvard or Stanford to do it, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm going to show you some lower cost options that are fully accredited that for if you're financially strapped or finances are tight, how you can go about getting it in a feasible way, kind of like I did. So with that, let's jump in to some things I wanted to share with you today. Okay, so we're looking at Stanford Business School and their MBA curriculum. Okay, so the winter, spring quarters for core courses, you see data, right? Data analysis and decision making. This is something that you're going to have to be familiar with if you don't have data analyst. But even if you do have data analyst, you still have to make decisions based on data sometimes, a lot of times, whether it's quantitative or qualitative. Having a good understanding of finance and how your finance department operates and how unit economics work within your business, lifetime value, all the things that finance cares about, you should care about too. Human resource management, this is helpful, especially when you get into like leadership roles, but it's just good to have an understanding, right? And so on and so forth, economics, accounting, strategy, all that stuff. And if we scroll down, actually we scroll back up, here we go, we got ethics and management, finance, leadership, right, organizational behavior. So this is a lot of what you would get in a typical MBA program, right? And so a Stanford MBA isn't cheap unless you get a lot of scholarships. But we can go over here to Coursera, right? Coursera has a lot of courses, but they're also bringing in master's programs. So the University of Illinois, which probably in rankings isn't up there with the Stanfords and the Harvards of the world, but they're a pretty good business school. And so for like $20,000 or something, which is a lot cheaper than going to a full-time MBA program at Stanford, you can get a fully accredited MBA through Coursera, which I find fascinating in kind of the evolution of education and online education. But you also have an option not to pay. So Coursera has this feature where you can audit courses. It's in small print, but if you click it, you get access to all the information absolutely free. All right. Pretty incredible that this kind of level of master's level information is just out there on the internet for free. You can access it whenever you want. So don't worry about, do I have to pay for an MBA? If you just want the information, it's out there for free, right? So let's go through this a little bit. We have strategic leadership and management, managerial economics and business analysis, value chain management, financial management, marketing, strategic innovation, entrepreneurship, like on and on, right? And if there's things in here that you don't see, right? Let's see, you didn't see economics. Well, just search for economics. You have individual courses, you have full-on specializations, right? And you can filter too. So you can go, if I can click on the right buttons. Here we go. Specializations on economics. Boom. Right? And you can scroll through. So you want data analytics. You feel like you didn't get enough on data analytics. Again, if I can type. Boom. And you can get courses. There's even a postgraduate diploma, guided projects. I like specializations because they go a little bit deeper. And I keep clicking on stuff. So IBM offers them. I've actually done some of this from IBM. It's really good. So there's a lot of stuff in here, right? Data science from Johns Hopkins. So a lot of like top universities are in here. There's organizations that have courses and stuff. So a lot of great information. You want to learn about ethical leadership, they got that too. You basically type it in and they have it. Okay, so Coursera is not the only one. There's other platforms out there. I'm just partial to Coursera. I'm not paid by them. This is not, I don't get any referral fees. I'm just a big fan. I have a lot of courses and under my belt from Coursera. So, but if you do want an MBA, okay, and I'm from Louisiana, so again, I have a slight bias here, but I've done a lot of research on online MBAs before I got mine. And these two came up, both from Louisiana. So LSU Shreveport has a fully accredited MBA program, right? And let's see, it's ranked #1 in the nation for online MBAs, which is cool. And look at the tuition. It's less than $13,000. And they have like really flexible payment programs, and you can finish in less than 10 months, right? So it's super flexible. You can go at your own pace. They have payment programs. It's great, but they're not the only one. So the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, same thing, under 13,000, fully accredited. It says it down here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Fully accredited. And it goes through all the same type of curriculum that the Stanford or the Harvard or those guys would go through. Now, granted, some of these premier universities might have some other opportunities where they embed you inside of companies and do some unique things there. But strictly speaking, for the information and the teaching and the instruction, a lot of it's the same. And then we have Western Governors, which is right here in Utah, where I'm based. Again, fully accredited. Same thing, you can finish. Most graduates finish, I think, within 12 months, they said, and tuition is on a 6-month, on a semester period. And so it's a flat fee per semester. So if you finish in 2 semesters, it's less than 10,000, right? And a lot of times your employer will have stipends for you or educational benefits where they'll pay back your tuition or a percentage of your tuition or give you a budget, right? So if getting that credential and getting an actual MBA is something that matters to you personally because you want to have that achievement, I think that's great. I did too. And so there's options out there that are lower cost than going to some of these premier universities paying 6 figures to get a master's degree. So I wanted to share that with you. If you want the information's out there. If there's a university that you really like, go pull down their curriculum and see what courses that you would have to go through in their program, and then go find them. Get that information on Coursera or go get books on the topic. There's ways to get the information for free, and it's the information and the application of that information that's going to set you apart in the workplace and open up opportunities for your career. So I hope that's helpful. Again, you don't need the MBA to get into product. The information you learn will be helpful, especially how cross-functional the role of product management is. There's a lot of cross-functional learnings you'll get from marketing to finance to data to HR, and all these things are very helpful, right? So I hope this was helpful to you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any episodes. We have a lot more coming out this year. There's going to be a lot more content, both video on the Lessons in Product Management podcast, as well as written coming up as I work to rebuild Path to Product, the digital platform, where we're going to create a marketplace for aspiring PMs to connect with employers looking for junior PM talent. There's going to be a blog on there that's free. Then the logged in experience will be the marketplace for training and portfolio building and all that kind of great stuff. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more coming on that, and I'll keep you updated in these videos as well. So thanks for joining me today, and until next time.